To my fellow seniors, if you don't know, my name is Quinn Ellis. But some of you might know that I'm a new student this year, and this is my first year at San Juan. Honestly, coming to a new school, my senior year, I really thought it was going to be hell. I feared getting lost, distraction from school due to conflict. I feared the inability to graduate because of the lack of credits. And most of all, the struggle through social life. But I was wrong. For the first couple of days of school, I began to enjoy my new environment. Friendships started appearing, as well as crushes. Bonders with teachers, from the first person who talked to me and Shalynn, to the first couple of people I hung out with, Ashley and Carina. Day by day, as we counted down to the end, I began to absorb the characteristics of you guys' personalities. Porsche, I like how you never let your defenses down, but you still had a good sense of humor. Ryan, Harris, and Tipton, you guys remind me of brothers. Always on the same side, sharing jokes. Two good guys, even if you guys do just like the Lakers. Ashley and Carina, don't be shy in life. You're a great person, and your closed mouth never gets fed. Ashley, I'll never forget how your stylish personality always amused me, as well as your clothes. And there's a teacher I favor. I favor this teacher because he gives us a challenge. He doesn't give us to harm our high school careers, but to show ourselves our potential and impact we have on this society. I mean, hey, when you're the classroom you like, without a sarcastic and curious laugh of Mr. Beerson. To those who have unspoken of, I'm sorry, but I didn't want to bore the class. Especially I wish you all the best in life, especially throughout the dreams and goals that you plan to accomplish. When I'm finished, I do not wish you guys to clap for me, but to clap for us all, class of 2004.
60 years down the road, it can be like this.
So sad. Oh, yeah. Not yet?
All right, Ryan, whenever you're ready.
Just woke up. Bear with me. My name's Ryan Harris. How y'all doing today?
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
It's early.
Make this short as sweet as possible. I really didn't feel like writing 5-minute speech. So there we go. Starts right here. Okay. Today I stand here in front of you all, friends, girls. People I dislike. Acquaintances, and then there's Mr. Beerson too, coming over there. Whether I like it or not, most of y'all have changed me and how I go about my life immensely. Some negative, but for the most part, pretty positively. I guess I owe San Juan a favor, or thank you or something, for all the things you've done for me here at the San Juan community. Thank y'all. We've all waited through 14 years of education, or 13 if y'all retards that didn't go to preschool. We waited through tests, pop quizzes. I got green cards, had to sit on the pole out at Schweitzer Elementary School, Suspensions, minimum days, food fests, enjoyed those. Rallies, school dances, football, baseball, soccer. Yeah, I played soccer. I know I'm a little hefty, but, The girls, I love the girls. My homies, I loved it all. I guess all these very different things, were to better me and get me ready to be an independent man and an independent thinker. I know I'm not supposed to give y'all advice or, whatever, but this shit is just good too to pass up on. Don't fight naked. It may sound bad, but just seriously don't get into it. No, the real one is, all right, I'm getting deep on y'all, so bear with me. Live your life and make choices. Wait, no, that's not even it either. Okay. Live your life and make choices, like everything you do was to be put on the front page of the newspaper the next morning. And everything you do will be, just fine. A very wise man told me this after I went away to Vallejo. I had some hard times last year, and I used to not go here. This is my first year here, actually. I used to go to Del Campo, but, it came very handy to me when I was over there, and I'm sure you all will benefit from it as well. But back to the topic at hand. I'm supposed to say goodbye to y'all, but first I gotta have, my little collage of shout-outs or whatever. So I'm gonna get started, all right? Most of y'all aren't gonna know what this is, but some people are. Nikki, I love you. Where are you at? Beautiful. The other Nikki too, if you know what I'm saying. Chris, I'm so sincere. Barty, keep your head up and your pants up too. Phaedros, you're very smart and hairy. Beer man, Cade Stan. I'm in the Christian club. Red Robin, getting held up in a porno shop. Don't ask. San Juan baseball, and Coach Bumby is a crackhead. Pearson's short shorts and his laugh and his inside-out socks. Yeah. Miss Defoe and her beautiful fro. Sorry that rhyme. As y'all know, I'm a great poet. Maya's so cool. Pops, thanks for grounding me and putting up with me all these years. And to the ladies, I love y'all. Oh, and I'll be rich, so be nice to me. All right, peace out, Santa. I'll remember y'all.
All you missed.
Hi, my name is Angela. It's time. Graduation is a time of respect and remembrance. It is something that you and I both will never forget. I have so many fond and unforgettable memories with many people, but the ones I'll remember the most are Sarah Casey, Tasha French, Patricia Young, Alex Zafra, and Kaden Blessing. They've all been there for me, and we all have great respect for one another. Every time I think about graduation, I always think about what all of our futures are going to be like. Who's going to go to college? Who will have kids? Who's going to get married? Who'll be famous? And lastly, what I don't want to think about is who will die. When I think of these, it's heartbreaking in a way because, well, we've all known each other all throughout high school, our 4 most memorable years. Our high school years lead us to the future. They give us a great education and make new friends. As all of our lives lie before us, memories stick in our minds, and I want those memories to stick in all of your minds too. We all have experienced good and bad things here at San Juan. One of my most memorable memories was when my best friend Sarah Casey got pooped on by a seagull in 10th grade. And now every time she sees a seagull walking in the basketball court, she runs in for cover. Another one is Patricia Young at prom. She cried because everything was going so wrong for her, but in the end, she had a great time. Well, the time has come, and now I have to say goodbye. No matter what, all of you will always be in my heart. So goodbye, and congratulations, class of 2004.
Say that, class. I can only go back.
Whenever you're ready.
My name's Angela. Well, for some of us, we made it. For whoever didn't, good luck in the future. Well, there's not much really I can say. I've been here for a year and a half, made a lot of friends, had good times. For Porsche, girl, I know you for a while. I'm gonna miss you. For all my friends and stuff, I'm gonna miss hanging out down by the stairs of the basketball court and all we hung out down here. When I first started here, everyone made me feel like I fit in. They're all nice to me. My friend, I've become close with her this year, even though she's not a senior. I'm gonna miss her. I want to thank you, the teachers, for being there for me, my family and friends. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I really have made it. There's a time in my life, last year, the beginning of junior year, I had lost my great-grandmother. And I was gonna give up, but I didn't. I had my family there to help me, so. There's stuff that I've been through throughout the whole high school years. I've been to about 5 different high schools. I was in foster care for half my life because my mom died. I have a sister who's going to be turning 14. We were put in the foster care when she was 5 and I was 9. They separated us, so I didn't really get to know her that much. And we started figuring out each other and coming close to each other and everything. Glad that I got through it. It was hard, but I made it. So now it's time to say goodbye. I'm gonna miss some of you, mostly all of you, but I don't really know all of you. I just want to say thank you for being there for me, guys, and good luck. Pass it on.
Well, guys, it's finally over. From this point on, we're all free to go. Has been a long time. All these 4 years we have been through hard times and good times. To finally get here. For some, it has been a miracle. When I thought about graduation before, it seemed such a long way to go. Yes, indeed, I planned a speech. I stayed up almost all night thinking about what I had been through, my high school. During high school, but I couldn't finish my speech because I had one more year to come. It might sound crazy for all of you to hear this, but I just couldn't sleep. All I could do was toss and turn, think and rethink. You know how that works. When you think about something and that something turns to something else, I couldn't help it. So finally I just threw all my thoughts together, regardless of the missing events of a year to come. And what would you say? I got a perfect speech. For me, of course. It must have been really good to have kept me awake for such a long time. It must have been good to make me wet my pillow with my tears. So now that we actually had to make a speech, I couldn't do it. I knew what I had to say, but I didn't know how. After a week of trying to put all the nice and ugly memories that I have of San Juan in my mind, my friends, my crushes, my teachers, my laughter, my sadness, my failure, my embarrassments, my achievements, my classes, and all the time I've spent at San Juan. I thought, hey, how can you think of the past when you're too busy thinking about the future? Living the present. Why don't I just tell you about my day on Friday, and about my final goodbye. I got up, took a shower, got dressed, while listening to my music. My usual routine of an everyday school day. Didn't eat breakfast because I never do. And if I did once, my life must have been changing. Can't you see? During all of these 4 years, I've gotten up, gotten ready for a new day at San Juan. Just the process of receiving the morning. Celebrate renewal, being alive, surviving the obstacles, living the day to survive the next. I was late, nothing new, since I was almost late. I was always late, almost every day, all these 4 years. But I worked on fixing that. I felt nervous and embarrassed when I couldn't answer a question in the test. Saw my friends, talked to them, gossip. Nice gossip. Like all friends do. And reminisce on the past. Saw my teachers, got a makeover in 4th, and ate lunch. Laughed at the jokes of my friends, got nostalgic when thinking of this day, and went home and wrote about it. You see, every day you live is a memory. Without thinking of the past, with a day like this, you can easily remember all. I will always have a nice memory of someone. Every day I live, when attending college and meeting new people, it will be like remembering the first day at San Juan. In each laughter, I will carry with me the good times, with my friends, the jokes during lunch, at home during sleepovers, and all the pictures we took. When I'm sad, I will remember the fights between us and the broken hearts. When I feel proud about something, I will have that same feeling as when I did doing a good performance in drama and getting that Irma award. There will be no one who can take away this, what I lived. So for now, let's go, Big Red. Good luck in the future. Class of 2004. Goodbye.
Valdez. To my friends, faculty, and San Juan Senior Class 2004, I will begin to sit and write this speech to calmly reflect on the last 4 years here at San Juan. I can't say that everything I've learned has been good, but in the last 4 years, I've been challenged beyond boundaries. I've endured hardships beyond belief. I've been asked by family and faculty to turn my face from adversity and look forward, and all this keep a good attitude. It was harder than I ever imagined. What I did discover about myself is it's not the situations who make you who you are, but it's how you handle them. I was proud and honored to say I didn't have to handle them alone. Whether it was a friend, family member, or teacher, I made it through. My best friend, Carina, I love you so much. I'm gonna miss our barbecues on the weekends, our late nights at Denny's, early AM Saturday morning breakfast with Mom, feuds over our football teams, and midnight whipped cream fights in the park. I just want to say thank you for being one of those real, honest friends that I have. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. To Quinn, it's been a short year. I'm going to miss our wild Raider games and our Super Bowl parties. I wish you the best of luck. To the faculty here at San Juan High, I hope you realize that you impact the lives of those you are given to mold, both negatively and positively. So with that being said, to the senior class 2004, I love you, I hate you, you know who you are. Goodbye.
Start?
Whenever you're ready.
High school would have been so much easier if I hadn't screwed up so much, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. I've had some great memories, of course, and a lot of bad ones. But a good analogy would be, if this was a restaurant and you were all my customers, I would have spat in one of your plates at least once. I would have done a lot more to some others. But if I was asked, I could pinpoint some really good things in all of you. And no matter how much I may express that, I'll miss you all. Someone once told me that senior year was the year you found out who your real friends were. And for me, I was really shocked because the people I trusted the most ended up proving me wrong. And people who I would have never given a chance actually came forth and really stood by me. And I've never been one to be shy. I'm really blunt. Most of you know that. Some of you know a little too much. But for the first time in my life, I had a secret. And a secret that I kept out of fear of what someone would think of me, which totally goes against me because I've always been like, you know, I don't care what anyone says. And so my second semester of senior year, I got pregnant. And that was really shocking. I remember being at the clinic and the lady telling me, well, yeah, it was positive. I remember me thinking, well, you know, being a pregnant teenager isn't really my thing. And she just kind of laughed. And it was hard. And if you think senior year is hard, try having 0 period and morning sickness. I had Mr. Meyer feeding me saltine crackers so that I wouldn't puke in his class. And I know I'm not the only one, obviously, but in some situations in life, you do feel like you're the only one. And I was scared. I was scared out of my mind. And I thought I would be able to hide it just because I didn't want to deal with questions and people, but, you know, the people who found out, especially when I started showing, people asking me, they were really supportive. I mean, some people could have cared less and they just did it for gossip. But then I had some people that actually got my phone number and started calling me and just to check on how I was doing. I had people, someone who I barely even knew, that went and got me a car seat. And I really appreciate that. And a lot of people have proved me wrong, and I'll miss all of you. There are so many people who have been very supportive, and you know who you are. I wanted to thank Angelica, because without hearing her talk so much about her baby and how much she loves him, I knew that even though I'm just, you know, a teenager that so far hasn't really done much with her life besides get out of high school, I can still be a good mother one day if I tried. And I love my baby, which is kind of weird because I screwed up high school and I'm just so scared I'm going to screw up this kid's life, but I'm a good person and I think I could do it. Without seeing you, Angelica, I don't think I would have gone through with this whole thing. So I guess all I can say now is goodbye, and I probably won't forget most of you, thanks to that damn $65 yearbook. And a few years from now, even when I'm old, opening that book, or even seeing you 10 years from now, maybe, a lot of your faces will bring up some good memories and a good smile to my face, so thank you.
Okay. Well, most of you know my name is Porsche Page. It's hard to say goodbye to people you've been around for the last 4 years. Some friends, some faces you've just seen in class. Now as I'm growing into adult with responsibilities, I remember my first day as a freshman thinking, oh my gosh, I have to be here for 4 whole years. This sucks. But as I adjusted and came to know people in class and in the halls, I'm glad for this experience. I wish everyone well in their endeavors they are going to come to face. I hope to keep in touch with all my friends. I know the last day of school I'm going to cry because this is the last time I'm ever going to roam these halls. If I could leave a message for the freshman class, I would say, don't believe people when they say your freshman and sophomore years don't count for college because they're lying. Make friends, some you'll have for the rest of your life. I've learned more here than just math and English. I learned about the person I'm going to be. I wish the best to all the teachers, even the ones I really didn't get along with. And as I say goodbye, I want to say I love who I became. So thank you, San Juan staff and friends. I'll miss you guys. But Lord knows I'm glad to get the heck out of here. And I leave you with this. No more school, no more books, and no more teachers' dirty looks.
Alright, my name is Yuriy Popko, and this is my speech. When I first started high school, I was very nervous and did not know what to expect. I have to admit that I did not like it very much. As an underclassmen, the freshmen are treated with the least respect, and that makes it difficult at first. But as the year progressed and we learned more, I started to appreciate the time I spent at San Juan. Most of the students that I met at San Juan were very accepting, and especially your classmates. The teachers were inspiring and encouraged us to learn and appreciate our time at San Juan. They really tried to prepare us for the next step, which was whether it was college or a full-time job, and gave us a great education. I remember when I thought, I can't wait to finish high school and enter the real world. I thought it would be better to get a job and a paycheck. But looking back on it, my parents were right. Now I would rather learn full-time in school than work full-time, repeating the same routine every day. Fortunately, there's always college to look forward to, and another chance to increase knowledge and learn new things. Although the level of work will undoubtedly increase and there is a price to pay, still, it was great to spend 4 years with the class of 2004 and experience the memorable events that took place. There are many memories that will remain of the fun times we had at San Juan. I'm really thankful to the teachers I had who really tried to motivate us to learn, and to my classmates for the lasting memories at San Juan and for making class fun. I hope that we will pursue our dreams and succeed, and this high school graduation is one step in this direction toward achieving our goals. Congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2004. I think that when we look back at our high school experience in the future, we will be glad to say that San Juan was our alma mater.
Okay, my name's Courtney Hill. First 2 years I went to Marlowe, and I didn't have very many friends. It was a very populated school, and I was anxious to try and come to a new school. I came here to San Juan, and immediately I was befriended by very many people. I have had some hard times being diabetic and everything, and I've also have had to live without my dad for the last year because my dad's in the Coast Guard, and the Coast Guard had moved him last year. But luckily, I'll be moving back to Hawaii this month after school, and I'm excited to be with him again. He was supposed to come yesterday, but he came Wednesday when I was in the hospital. As all of you know, I was in the hospital with DKA, diabetic ketoacidosis. But thanks to all my friends, wonderful friends, I have made it through. Patricia, I want to thank you for being there, helping me in cooking class. David for always being there for the hugs. Carina for always making me laugh. And no matter what, whatever mood I was in, not being ashamed, always made me with a smile. I had fun playing Jenga in class when we had the time. And I also appreciate the hard work that Mr. Pearson had us go through. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be a better writer than I am. I'm going to miss you all, and I hope that all of you succeed in what you want to do, college, military. Like I said, I'm going to miss you guys, even the ones that I didn't know very well. Congratulations, class of 2004, see you in graduation.
My name is Angelica Karlsson. I knew graduating would be hard. When in my 4th period class, my water broke. 48 hours later, I was mom. The things too fast. You can't go back. You have to take care of the baby. You have no options. The wonderful counselors here at San Juan suggested I go to Sierra Nueva so I can spend time with my baby while I finish school. I love my baby more than the world. But I came into high school with a dream to graduate in my class. Fortunately for me, I had the support at home to come back after 2 months of nursing and finish my degree. What a year. Pregnant in September, doctor appointments, high blood pressure, nausea. If you haven't been through it, it's hard to explain. But I hung in there. I passed everything, even when my frequent absences were exhaustion. I got help from my teacher, my counselor, my family, and my friends. They say it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a whole other village of encouragement, friendship, and support in order to navigate high school. I thank that village for all your help. You all know who you are, and because of you, I'm sitting here today. And when my son is all grown, I can only hope for him what I have, a caring and loving community that makes him feel loved. I never did say goodbye, when I should have, or everybody thought I should have left and said goodbye. So I don't think I can say goodbye now. All I can say is, if you put your mind to something, you can do it. And I don't think anything's impossible. So good luck.
I'm just messing with you guys. Hey, my name's Bost. For those of you that don't already know me, when I first came to San Juan, I didn't know anybody. I didn't have a friend. I didn't know a teacher. I didn't know anybody here. But now I know a lot of people, and I'm glad about that. When I first moved here, I heard a lot of bad stuff and stereotypes about San Juan. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to come here or not. But I wanted to play sports, and so I had to. But when I came here, I found that you know, this really is a good school. All the stereotypes and stuff that I heard really aren't true. You know, it has a great teacher staff and a great student body as well. First of all, I have to give thanks to all the teachers, because something that I really found here, that the teachers, they really care and show true, like, compassion to you. Like, I started to slack off in my classes, and my grades started falling, and one of them fell so low where I wasn't sure if I was going to graduate or not. And when a few of my teachers found out about that, they came to me and started having heart-to-heart talks with me and stuff. And even with Mr. Smith, who I haven't talked to since freshman year but a few times, he pulled me aside and started talking to me. And you know, that really wasn't something I was expecting, you know, to get that kind of feeling and emotion outside of my family. So thank you to the staff. You guys are all great. Okay. Okay, like I said in the beginning, I came here, I didn't know anybody. It all started in PJ's class, then it blew up in Miss Delasse's class. I found Constantine and the dumbass over there. And why I got to know these guys, I have no idea. I still don't know. But you know, times have been great with them. We've done everything together for 4 years, and it's been an absolute blast. And for everyone else that I know a lot of you in this class alone. I can't give a long enough speech to list all the memories and stuff that I've had with you guys, but I hope that I remember them all, because it truly has been a blast with all you guys. Now to a more serious tone, this Pearson fella. He's a crazy man. I had him for English for 2 years now and a semester of drama. It's been one heck of a ride. Who would ride his bike 20 miles one way and then back another 20 miles to go home? Pearson. Who would wear a crazy shirt screaming single man though he had a wife and 2 kids? Pearson. Who in the right mind would make his students read Into the Wild? Pearson. So remember one thing. Remember the books. Remember the memories. Remember the Pearson. So as I come to the conclusion, thank you teachers, thank you everyone, everything, every class, every hall, everyone, every teacher, everyone. So see you in 10, and P.S. Constantine, communism fell.
Okay, whenever you're ready, Souay.
Hi, my name is Souay, aka Soy Sauce, whatever you guys want to call me. The graduating class of 2004 have overcome many obstacles to get their diploma, and I congratulate those who have made it, the survivors. Our diploma symbolizes our passage toward maturity, a new adventure that once seemed out of reach, and a one-way ticket out of this high school. Throughout our years at San Juan High, we have worked diligently with pride and have always kept our heads up high. We took advantage of every opportunity that was given to us, and sometimes we succeeded, and other times we did not. But what is the point of life when there is no risk being taken? Taking chances and making mistakes is something we all have grown accustomed to. Learning how to learn from it is among our greatest achievements. Our years of preparation for life and further education in college are now done, and it is finally our turn to soar and explore the world. Independence is what we call it. I would like to give thanks to all the people who have been helpful, supportive, and caring to me. Most especially, I want to give my sincerest gratitude to all my teachers who have been so kind to me, always devoting their time and assisting me and my peers in my class lectures or life itself. In Pacific, I want to recognize my counselor, Mr. Lieberman, and many other counselors, like Mr. Axtell and Mrs. Sutter. And then they're just always helping me with everything. And also, I want to thank my parents for giving me this opportunity to be here today, taking care of me and supporting me, my every need, up to the very day. Today, graduation day would be a joyous moment for my parents, as well as many other parents. But most importantly, I'll be the first in my family to graduate. Soon enough, I'll be on my own and taking care of my own responsibility, as well as many of my peers here today. My 4 years at San Juan High has been great. Most importantly, I have learned that it does not matter if you're the prettiest girl in school or the coolest kid in the block. It does not even matter if you're the funniest kid in class or the smartest student in class either. And finally, it does not matter if you're the worst dresser, but what really does matter are the memories we have created and the support that we gave one another. To all my friends, classmates, and competitors, thank you for just being yourself. I had fun in every school activity we have had. We shared some great funny moments together, and I will never forget it. As we go on with our lives, do not forget what times we have had in the hallways of San Juan High, because it is a place where we have grown together and have touched one another's lives. Given a chance to meet new people with different culture background has made San Juan a nice and welcoming environment. It is students' diverse culture background that has made San Juan a truly unique place. Most importantly, the personality of the students and intelligence bring the best out of San Juan High. Best wishes to the graduating class of 2004. Good luck in everything you guys do, and best of all, enjoy all the things you guys do.
Improv. Beeler's gonna give me credit. Beeler? Okay, my name is Robert Beeler, and I was going to come up here and do a speech with some random phrase cards from the Moods game that say things like, "Don't touch that, it's dirty," and cheesy, so that I could, pull one of those out when I couldn't think of anything to say. But, I figured I'd just come up here and talk about, all the memories, like teachers who aren't here anymore, Delase, who would yell at us in Spanish so we couldn't understand what she was saying, and always sure she was cursing at us, and Miss Jacoby and Miss Siebitz, and then teachers that are still here, like Auto Shop with French, whose jokes are so lame, they're funny, and Beerson, showing us his home movies about dinosaurs, like having a cold one with the, you mentioned that before, and checkers and frisbee and whatnot, and Mr. Moore, who's more like a student than a teacher a lot of the time, and Meyer, who you're sure is going to say something that's get him in trouble someday, and gosh, math with Wharton, who will ramble on for an hour without teaching you anything, and it's just it's hard to say goodbye, and so all I can say is see you later, and most of you I might see again, and I hope you all do well, except you. No, I'm kidding. And I don't know what else to say except goodbye and good luck.
I don't want to do this.
Why is everyone laughing?
Okay. My name is Nicolette Ricker, and I'm very camera shy. I didn't want to do this, but I tried to write down things that would sound good and would compare to all the other good speeches that we've heard already before. But I'm a procrastinator, and I had a really hard time doing it and sitting down. I would keep finding strings attached to my skirt, other things to do. But all I could think of was, of all the things that I've learned at San Juan, I place the most value on not what I've learned from the book, but what I've learned from the experiences that I've had here. And what I have learned from a book did get me acceptance into various universities, and it's gotten the respect of my teachers. But it's the experiences that are going to get me through my everyday life. And some of the experiences I've learned from have been for example, complications with other students that I've had. You know, I've learned how to deal with that, like people skills and I've learned from the loss of teachers due to budget cuts, and I've learned and gained experience through the loss of fellow students due to death, or I've learned a lot on the softball field. Working 4 years, the first 2 years JV, we didn't win a game. And then my first year varsity was very frightening, and we worked really hard to go to the playoffs this year. And we lost our first game, but it was still a good experience to make it. I learned from last year, the curfew violation that we got in junior prank. There was only about 16 of us that idiots coming out I'm talking about, but I don't know. I got a lot from San Juan, and I'm glad I came here. Like everyone else has said, I was really scared to come here at first, but I realized it's a really great school, and everyone here is really nice. And I'm glad that I made all the friends that I did, and I'll miss all you guys, and hope that I'll see you around AR, because I know a lot of people are going there. Well, congratulations to you, I'm done.
I'm Joseph.
Okay.
I just want to say that here we are, I've survived San Juan for all 4 years. Personally, I've only been here for 3. When I first got here, I knew one person really, and after 3 years, I've made it all the way up to 7 people. All of them will be lifelong friends. I'll know them for a really long time. So I just want to say thanks for helping me with school, with life, with everything, always being there, and everyone else. I just want to say goodbye, good luck, and have a good life.
My name is Carina Hansen. So sorry. As the school year comes to an end, I can't help but weep over the friends I'm going to miss and the friends I'm never going to see again. Weep over the last few days of my adolescent childhood and the last few days of high school. I'll never forget the years on the softball field, all the great moments, the great plays, and the great friends. I learned a lot of myself on the softball field. I learned how much I love playing, how hard it is to say goodbye to the coaches and friends. I learned, and to say that I'm no longer playing for San Juan. But this year was good. We went to This year was good. We worked really hard and we made GEL champs. We went to playoffs. We came a lot. We played our hearts out, and I'll always take that with me and never forget. Our senior year is coming to an end. I want to say goodbye. Goodbye to all my good friends I made here, and to all the great teachers I met throughout my 4 years here, and playing softball for San Juan. I'll miss it all, and keep it with me forever. Congratulations, class of 11. Hi, I'm Kristie. Probably all of you don't know me. I've only been here for 8 months. But yeah, the school's been really interesting. I pretty much grew up in private school, and I had a really sheltered life, so I never knew what it was like to be around really fun, wild people, because everybody at my other school was really conservative, and they were always like, oh, you can't do this is bad, this is wrong, but so I've had that in my whole life, but I found out that life can be fun, and I've had loads of fun at this school. I've met so many interesting people, and it's been great here for just the short time I've had at San Juan. I was just going to come up here and kind of start singing a song, but I'm probably too nervous for that, but hey, not one of my best things, singing in front of people, or giving speeches in front of people, but this isn't actually are bad. So I'm gonna miss a lot of people here and everything. And I don't know. I guess they have class reunions, and hopefully I can go to that and see like everybody again, see how everybody's changed and how people have come along. So, yeah, I've learned many things at this school, and so yeah, I want to thank everybody that has been really nice to me and have been great friends to me. Everybody in the manga club for showing me the different versions and everything of manga. I love that. For all the crazy movies that I've seen in many different classes, like Mr. Gerson showing us, you know, little sisters. That was really weird. Like, yeah, but just for everything. And for the teachers who've been really nice to me and who've made San Juan an easy transition from my other school. So thank you, and hopefully I will see you in a couple of years.
Everybody knows me. My name is David, but if you don't know my name, you probably know me as an Asian kid who talks a lot of trash about white people, even though I have mad love for everybody. I was actually given the name of Otboy Mahal Juan Dizon by my mother when I was born in Phuket, Thailand. But she died 3 months after I was born, so my dad took me from Phuket and moved me back to my other brothers and sisters in Wahiwa, Oahu. And everybody thinks Hawaii is filled with sand and beaches and girls in bikinis, but Wahiwa is just the opposite. It's filled with concrete, and girls in bikinis are all ugly and all prostitutes. So it's a little different from most everybody thinks what Hawaii is. I spent the next couple of years moving around to different cities, Seattle, Tacoma, Portland, and then to what I thought was going to be home for the rest of my life, which is Fresno. We lived on a street called Hamilton, and Hamilton is where I want to be when I get old. It's what I know. I had a lot of hard times in Fresno. We grew up in real bad conditions, but when you're little, you don't realize how poor you really are. When I was 11, my older brother, he passed away. It was my birthday, and he was shot at my birthday party at the park. And after that, my father didn't want to live in Fresno no more. So he moved everybody to what is now the city I live in, Sacramento. We lived in South Sacramento until my high school days. And now, I started high school in Burbank High. But a year after that, I got kicked out, and I went to Bella Vista, then to Casa, and now I'm here at my now home school is San Juan. San Juan is probably like one of the best schools I've ever been to. It's the only school it's the only school I've been to the whole year. I've met a lot of great people here, and it seems that like a facade of stone has crumbled like leaves in fall as I look at how much I've changed since the beginning of the year to now. I have met many different people here at the beginning of the year, and I met people I just met last week that I'll probably remember the rest of my life. I'll probably always remember Chris. Really, me and him, we had a lot of beef, but then it ended up being a big joke as we entered Myers class. And I'll probably be thankful for that because he's a real good guy. I've met Carina, and we've had many arguments about how Guam is not a good place, whether she wants to admit it or not. I've traded insults across the classroom in Tagalog and Lao with Soy and her mean sister Dorothy. I couldn't say no to giving away my cookies to Lisa. And I couldn't say no to Patricia after she wanted to eat my chips in culinary arts class either. And I've had many arguments and discussions about mustaches with Porsche and Mr. Moore's class. And I'll probably never forget anybody, really. I've met somebody that has made me look at life in a new way, and no matter how many times I look at her, she'll always be beautiful. I've met people that grew up in the same kind of traditional family that I live in, and it's nice to know that I have a family outside of my family that I can always look to and remember. And I want to thank everybody for giving me the best year I've probably ever had. And congratulations to all of you guys for graduating. Thank you.
After 4 years here at San Juan, I have learned an incredible amount of valuable information. Not just my fractions, which I've gotten that too well, or about Hamlet, or even about the election process. But I have learned from Mr. Beerson that people aren't always laughing at you, but with you. It's okay to loosen up, play Jenga, and laugh about your socks. I learned from Mr. Myers to be yourself, even if you push the bar. I learned from Mr. Axtell that life is possible after pain and loss. But it wasn't just teachers and administrators that taught me here at San Juan. They're just the people that got paid for it. I learned a lot from my fellow classmates. I learned from Shalynn Zink that there still is honesty, innocence, and love in this world. I learned from Crystal Allen to stand up for myself and how to cuss, and that friendship is always possible. I learned from Ryan Harris that it's good to laugh when I'm upset. I learned from Chris Tipton that nobody's better than anybody else. I learned from Justin Nicholas that things aren't necessarily what they seem like when you look at them. I learned from Matt Ellis, how to check out girls. Sounds a little weird, but that's what we did. I learned from Caitlin Sullivan that there's always a second chance at love. I learned from Tomas O'Malley that a man's mind is really dirty. I learned from Jessica Henry and Angelica Houston that everything is possible and women are truly courageous and very, very strong. Allie taught me that looks can be deceiving. Greg Bartlett showed me how ugly the 70s gym shorts are. Mallory Bach and Nicole Reyes showed me that you may be drunk even if you can still touch your nose. I learned that a 5-seater 97 Honda Accord can fit 10 people in it if you really try. I've learned a lot more from seniors that no longer go here. We've lost a lot of our classmates along the way. We started out really big. A lot of them are gone now. The whole class of 2004 has made me a better person in one way or another. Each and every one of you has touched me somehow. A conversation, a word exchanged, a smile, a look. I will never forget any of you, and I respect you all, and I love you all for being able to make it through 4 years at San Juan. Even though I don't know yet if I'm going to be graduating, I think that all of you guys are so strong and so smart to actually have made it. I know that it's hard, and you guys have done it. And then the most important thing that I've probably learned at San Juan is not to waste time hating somebody, being mad, and spreading rumors. It's best just to get to know everybody, and I wish I would have done it. I wish I would have talked to everybody, had a conversation, gotten to know everybody a little bit better. But I'll just regret that forever, and move on and know that in a different situation, I'll do things differently. Thank you guys very much.
Today is a day of transition. As we say goodbye to our childhood and enter a new phase of our lives called adulthood, we will choose our own paths, make our own decisions, and go our separate ways. All the time we'll be facing new challenges and accepting our consequences for our choices. We have all waited for this a long time. Our first obstacle in our future. We've all graduated now with our diplomas. For some of us it was easy, and for others it was a struggle. I know last year I wanted to give up. I lost a good friend of mine, but I know he's in a good place now. I didn't think I could do it. I had a lot of problems at home, and it just wasn't a good time for me. But we made it. We all have something to be proud of. A part of me is frightened by what lies ahead, but another one is just anxious with anticipation. As I move forward in my life, I will take all the memories that I have gained here at my name in San Juan with me forever. Some are good and others I want to forget. part of me. Crystal, Christina, guys, Nicole, and Tasha, Marlowe, everybody. The past is made up of our memories put together. Everyone I have met and everything I have done. The one thing I'm going to miss most is just hanging out in class, especially this one. There's always a time to move on with your life to bigger and better things. It's hard to imagine all the faces that you've seen for the last couple years, maybe even in junior high and elementary school. They're all going to be completely different next year. And I know some of us will probably see each other, but most of us won't. College is the next big step in most of our lives. I hope you guys all make it. I wish you guys all luck. Not one of us knows what the future holds. We can all guess, but we live life day by day. Because we're human, we'll all experience love and loss, and success and failure. But with everything, there's always a lesson to be learned. And as long as you can learn from your lessons, or from your experiences in life, you will prosper in life. Look forward to your future, because your childhood is over. But don't forget it. Every now and then look back on this day and just smile and know that you did it. It may have been a struggle, and if your childhood was a fight, just look back and say you won. We're graduating now. And never say you can't. Push yourself far, and you'll go far. Never say you can't, but as long as you try, you'll watch your dreams come true. Congratulations,
My name's Cassie, and okay, graduation. Graduation is a transition that will welcome us to the beginning of the rest of our lives. It is a time-honored tradition that will mark one's passage from childhood to adulthood. It is one of the most significant transitions of our lifetime. However, let's not say goodbye to high school, but rather see you later, because these final moments of high school will be forever etched into our memories. These memories that we have created here will always bring us back to what once was, but is now gone. After coming from a semi-private high school to a public high school, I thought it was going to be rough, and there was like rumors about public high school that like guys are, but it's brought many new experiences and different people into my life, and over the past year and a half, I've made everlasting friendships. But for final thought, and something that I've learned here at San Juan, is that sometimes it is necessary to let go of who you think you are supposed to be in order to find who you really are.